Hi, just a quick record tonight. I'm more like, exploring my life. And one of the things that I've been focusing on lately is that, let's say, with all the law of manifestation, law of attraction, and just getting what you want in life, there's tons of ways to do it. A lot of people follow Neville Goddard. There's a lot of more people sharing tons of techniques. But you gotta go with something that makes you feel comfortable, something that fits your own belief system, your point of view, whatever matches your kind of thing. And with all that, like a lot of people, they get caught up in life. They're trying to manifest a lot of things. They're trying to get something they want, they need, they like. And yet a lot of little thingies happen in the background, whether this Murphy's Law following you around, or you have some interference, you have some weird people, a lot of things can get in the way. And it's okay for you to get pissed off. It's okay for you to get aggravated. It's okay to get anxious and not like what's going on. It's okay, to feel all those things. But the most important part in it all is to be able to be self-conscious of what's going on and to be able to stop yourself. Like, let's say you're trying to manifest something and you know that, like, hey, of course, we should not focus on the bad story. We should not focus on the negative what ifs or the don'ts and bats and anything that can get in the way of whatever you're trying to create. And then you're focusing on something, and whatever happens in the background, it might trigger a bad thought. And then you're like, oh, damn it, I thought of something. And then you focus on the little negative thing. You start blaming yourself. You try to stop yourself. You try to recreate it, but now it's not working. So there's like, this can happen in a lot of different situations. It's not necessarily just that, but life in itself. Whatever you're trying to do, you might wake up and for a moment you feel great. But whatever happens, your emotions can follow you, react to it, and it can be negative. And like, of course, it's going to get in the way. So again, in all of these situations in life, the most important part is to be able to feel what you're feeling. And at the same time, to catch yourself, to think of, how long should I be in this emotion? How long should I feel this thing? Is it even worth it? Because a lot of times, whatever is happening outside of us, we cannot control it. And that becomes a thing because we have expectations, there are things we want, we get disappointed, and then a lot of these reactions will lead even to the more like negative kind of story. And if you can catch yourself, like, yeah, okay, I got pissed off, really pissed off, goddamn. And you want to be like break a cup or something, and like things are just going to happen. But you catch yourself. You were able to feel anger or frustration or jealousy or whatever hit you. And you were okay with that emotion. You were able to feel it. And then you're like, okay, that's enough. I'm going to sort of fall back and try to focus on myself, focus on what I want to get, and restart. And, like there's a lot of these quotes about, like there's 365 days in a year. So one bad day doesn't make the whole year really bad. And certain things like, let's say, oh, there's a certain amount of seconds in a day. And if you just have 10 bad seconds, doesn't mean that the whole day has to be like this. So there's like a lot of takes on it, same concept, but it's like, it's okay for you to feel whatever you're feeling, even if you don't like it. But the hardest part that a lot of us probably should practice is to be able to catch us with that. Like, okay, I felt it. Now let's try to get that tiger under control. Let's try to tame that emotion for a little bit and then flip it. Go back into what you were focusing on a moment ago, where you were happy, excited, or you were just feeling okay. I think it's important. And again, like I'm just talking about generalities right now. I think it's like a huge subject that should get more focus, but at the same time, like everyone can apply it in their own kind of day and life and routine. So my question for you is, if you are trying to, let's say, control how you feel and flip it, what are some of the things you're doing? I know for me, I don't get that many triggers, lucky me, but it does happen. It's not like, oh, look, I cleared some entities, I got out of body, and all of a sudden the bad things don't happen to me. It does happen. And for me, it's like having the definition of, when should I feel really hurt? When is it like okay to focus on it and really allow myself to give in and feel that emotion for a long period of time? And for me, that would be like if someone I love would die. Like I told it a few days ago or a few weeks ago, but my dog like broke my guitar. I bought it from myself for my birthday. Like, hey, I love my guitar. I'm gonna practice. Boom, dog broke it. And instead of getting mad, instead of feeling bad about losing a certain amount of money, or hey, it's my favorite guitar and it broke and blah blah blah, it would just let a smile and let go. Because eventually, like, yeah, okay, it's an item. It can be replaced. Someone you love, not in this life. So for me, it's like defining when is it okay for me to give in, to actually feel that thing for a long time, and is it even worth it to focus on something negative, or like, let's say, feel that anger, feel the frustration, feel the jealousy, guilt, or whatever might come in. How long? When? So like I constantly try to compare, but can it be worse? And usually it can, so a lot of times I'm like, okay, so it's not worth it. It's not worth like trying to feel bad about it. Can't change it. So just like, okay, got myself, let it go, try to get myself under control, try to refocus, shift attention. It's not easy, but it's a work in progress. It can really help. So that's my focus and my thoughts on today. And hopefully you might get something out of it. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.